What's up for my people? What's going on? Yes, I cut my hair. I cut my hair. Don't mind the gray. I'm going to be taking care of that real soon. But this, long overdue. It was time. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Amber Gonzalez, and I just want to say thank you for tuning in and for joining me. If you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe. Okay, so I want to give you guys a quick little update about Joel's phone. So it was actually a blessing in disguise. We had been contemplating for a while about switching carriers, and there was this company that we order from often, but we had no idea that they actually do a phone service as well. And so when we found that out, we started doing research. We were back and forth on the phone with them, talking with them, just finding out more information. And I don't know why we never made the move, but we didn't. But with my husband's phone just completely shutting off and just going out of whack, that was kind of the nudge we needed to go ahead and just make that move, make that transition. So we did. And it was a smooth transition, which actually surprised us because in the past, whenever we switch carriers, the transition never goes smooth. But this time it did. Everything was down to the T, like perfect. So, so we were happy about that. We haven't been under the service for too long. It's been about a week, maybe 2 weeks, but so far so good. No complaints. And our bill, that's going to drop significantly. So excited about that. Which, by the way, you guys, for those of you that reached out about Joel's phone and wanting to help, thank you so much for your support on that. Some of you were even willing to mail your phones out for my husband to have a working phone. So blessed by you guys. Thank you so much for your offer. And also, thank you to those who reached out when you guys found out about my Etsy shop, whether it was DM, whether it was a message on Instagram, or thank you for your prayers, thank you for your support, your encouraging words, and even your insightful words. Really appreciate that. Even just reaching out just to see if I'm okay because of what took place. So, man, love you guys. Love you. Can't thank you guys enough. Thank you for that support. Really appreciate you guys. Now, I went out to California with the sole purpose of taking care of our storage. We had a 10 by 15, I think it was. And I gotta tell you, showed up to the storage, open up that lid, and OMG, I was so overwhelmed. I already had a mental image of what it looked like when I left. And so I knew, I was like, man, I'm scared of that. I don't want to go to that. I wanted to just close the lid and say, forget it, leave it alone. But I was like, no, this has to be done. I could sit there and stare at it all day being overwhelmed, or I could start today and get started, right? Just start. And that's what I told myself. I was like, just start, Amber, just go to it. I had my daughter with me. I got to see my daughter and spend some time with her. Oh, my baby girl. But she was with me the first day. She took the day off so that she could help me out because I didn't have a car while I was out there. So that first day, we were just doing whatever we could. The things that I knew for sure, like our stockpile, that I knew for sure that we were going to be bringing back with us, we just started loading up her car, and I kept making trips back and forth to the couple's house that I was staying at, and started just putting everything in their backyard. And so that was a huge help. The very next day, I did not have a car, as I said. So I had already known that I was going to be without a car, and so I was already planning on walking. It's really not that far of a walk. It was only about 30-minute walk, but it was so hot. It was hot. But anyways, nonetheless, I leave the house, walk down to the storage. I'm trucking, I'm moving, I'm going. And I get in the elevator and I realize I don't have the storage key. So I had to walk back to the house to get the storage key. And I started walking back, which I was like, okay, I'm still moving. I'm still good. By the end of the day, I had been at the storage all day. I was there going through boxes, which was really difficult to do because I was there to also sell things. So I was constantly up and down the stairs because I didn't have service where I was. And it was very hard to look at the apps that I was selling on back and forth to see who wanted what, who was coming for what, at what day, what time. So there was a lot of ups and downs in between of trying to look through the boxes of certain important paperwork that I was looking for specifically. But by the end of the day, I was done. I was like, I am so tired. And I had to walk back to their house, and I'm carrying stuff, and the heat is just, it is relentless. It's not giving up. Like, it is hot. I'm sweating. I'm tired, but I make it. I make it, right? So that was my week. That's kind of like what my week was like. But Saturday comes along. You guys, this is huge, huge. So Saturday comes along. Well, even before that, I was so excited because the couple that I was staying with, they're looking at everything that's in their backyard, and they're asking, like, are you gonna be able to fit everything? And I'm like, well, I gotta do what I gotta do. Like, I gotta try. And they offered to buy our stockpile off of us just so we could have more room in the car to be able to bring more things with us. I was super excited about that, but at the same time I was like, whoa, like, really? Like, you guys want to do that? And they did. These people are amazing hosts, by the way. I was just so blessed by being there in their house, and their bed, the guest bed that they had. Oh my gosh. Anyways, squirrel moment. I love their bed. So they offered to pay. I asked my husband, I said, babe, this is what they want to do. They want to know how much we want them to pay us for. And he was like, just tell them to give whatever they feel is best. So I did. They came back with a number, and I was like, that's too much. That's too much. Yes, I'm giving you a lot of things that took a lot of work to build, but that's still too much. And they were like, look, you said for us to give you what we think is best, and this is what we think is best. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like, this is so God. But God is in this. So that was the first, one of the first blessings. For the sake of time, there were even things just leading up, just from the very beginning of this trip, all the way. God just saw me through all the way. The fear I was dealing with of staying at the rest stops, sleeping there instead of getting a hotel. Just all the way through, just protecting me in the car, protecting me in general, all the way through. So Saturday comes. I'm waiting for Saturday to come because I knew that was the day that my friend was going to come and trash our stuff, like just get rid of everything that I need to get rid of. And so, you guys, I got to tell you, if you need someone to move your junk, to haul your junk away, hire this man. He started his own business and is called Spoiled Boys Junk Removal. Check out their website. It's thespoiledboys.com. Check it out. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. I was so impressed with how fast he was working. This man was moving so quickly. And I got to tell you, the things that I really needed to be gone were massive, big, heavy items. And he was just taking care of it like nothing. We got a U-Haul, and he was just stacking that U-Haul like nothing. So I was impressed. So if you need someone, go check out their website, thespoiledboys.com. If you are in Northern California, Bay Area, he's your man. I'm telling you, he's your man. So my friend shows up, and he hands me 2 envelopes, and he tells me who they're from. They're from 2 different couples that I know and dearly love. And I wasn't expecting it, but I was like, yay, I could tell one of them had a letter. And so I was so excited. I had to wait all day to be able to read the letter. So the day goes by, take care of storage. Now I have this massive dent in storage, and the day after that, all I can do is just focus on taking care of that. So I get home and I can't wait to open up the letter. I'm like, man, I'm so excited. I open up the envelopes, and with the letter is a monetary gift to Joel and I. I always believe God to be the Ephesians 3:20 God, where he will do exceedingly above and beyond all that you could ever ask, think, or even imagine. And I got to tell you guys, we didn't ask for this. We didn't imagine this to ever take place. We didn't expect this. This really came out of nowhere. All the blessings the whole week, with the couple buying our stockpile, with the rides that people were giving me to U-Haul and picking me up at U-Haul. Just things that God was taking care of me and my family too. And this monetary gift, I was so floored. I don't understand. I don't know why. But I don't even know if they watch this. If you guys watch this vlog, I've already texted you. I've already DM'd you. And for lack of better words, I've said my thank yous, but I have to say it again. Thank you. Thank you, because you were tremendously used by the Lord. Again, I don't know why. I don't understand. But the letter, you guys, I was holding this letter close to my chest, and I'm bawling my eyes out as I'm reading this letter. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but I do want to read you a small portion, just because I'm so touched by it. But it says, "We know things are not easy, but your perseverance and ability to minister during these times is nothing less than a miracle. Thank you for loving Jesus and continuing to serve and love people." And then towards the end of the letter, it says, "Don't grow weary in doing good." So you guys, don't grow weary in doing good. There are certain gifts and blessings that are for those that don't give up. And if you give up too soon, you will not receive it. And so, as I was encouraged by this, as my family was encouraged by this, I want to turn around and continue to encourage you guys. Do not give up. Do not give up. I had to get on here and just share the testimony of God. God showed up that whole week. And let me tell you, it didn't stop there. We had been back and forth with this benefits, trying to work benefits out. And we finally made a decision on benefits, and we found this amazing company to join and partner with. And so we're going to be taken care of in that area. So such a blessing. But also, my husband's boss called him and said, "Look, you are getting a relocating grant of this amount each month for 6 months on top of what you already make. So this is the amount you're going to be bringing home extra on top of what you made. And it's going to be for 6 months. A relocating grant, because he relocated from out of state, we get this grant." I'm telling you, God's blessings, they're here. And I guess right now it was our turn. It was our turn. You know, you don't think you're seeing, you don't think anything of it. Like I said, I went out there on a mission to take care of storage. Wasn't expecting, I didn't ask for it. But God, He just shows up and he blesses because he sees your faithfulness and he knows what you're going through. He knows how hard it is. He knows the opposition you face and the trials and the errors. And that, for me, I knew my efforts weren't wasted. And he blessed the efforts. And so he gave us that refreshing spirit to keep persevering, to keep going through. And so everyone that was used by God in so many different ways, as I've thanked you guys here and there, just thank you. Thank you. Because whether you know it or not, you were used by God. And it is not to be said lightly. And we are very grateful. So on behalf of Pastor Joel and myself, just thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And my family thanks you. We're grateful to you guys. But hang in there. You're going to see the blessings of the Lord. But you'll never see them unless you start. So start today, because there's no time like the present time. Take care.